So good morning, Ross. Let's just say a little bit about the farm and who you are and how long you've been here.
Good morning. My name is Ross Thurber, and I represent our farm, Lilac Farm, which is a third-generation organic dairy primarily. We also have vegetables, strawberries, maple syrup, and we have forested land on the farm that we sell some timber from. Right now we're milking 35 cows, which is a very small dairy, and that milk is marketed to Organic Valley, which is a nationwide co-op of organic dairy farms, ranging from the small like us to fairly large size operations out in the western part of the country.
At the farm, and over here is the dairy part.
Yep, there's a road in between here. There's that land that's tilled is land that's going to be planted into a variety of vegetable crops. You can see the greenhouse over there, a milking barn in that direction. And we're standing in a field of perennial grass, dandelion, clover, and this is what the cows will be eating today. In the summer months, spring, summer, fall, we feed the cows off managed pasture. So every day the cows are moved to a new paddock, calculated to the amount of dry matter intake that they need, and they will milk, they'll produce milk from this grass.
So folks, we're waiting for Ross is going to bring down some of the cows. This is their free stall. They're going to come out. This is just some of their pasture land. They've got some heifers that are just out. These are where his parents live. And just some of their fields, and then we're going to bring the cows across. So the heifers are the young stock, and they've just moved out here yesterday, and they were out many times and didn't respect their fence. And now they're thinking they should go with all the other cows. They're just the funny ones. But the cows are pretty used to coming out. They follow Ross. The first one in the herd is the brown Swiss. It's a different breed. These guys are Holstein. Now Ross is getting him to go across the road over here to take him over to the other side to where we just were. And yeah, there are cars that go by here, but people just smile and wave. It's part of rural life in Vermont. All right, so we're in the milking parlor here. It's kind of a unique setup, so explain away, Ross.
Okay. Well, at milking time, the cows come in to the milking parlor here. We have a holding area, and then we have what is called a step-up milking parlor. And the cows do exactly that. They step up onto this platform. The milker is in between them, so it's like a modified parlor in the traditional sense, and a sort of stanchion milking barn. The cows step up, so you don't have to bend down as low. You can examine their udders better, and hopefully, physically, it's more ergonomic. So the cows come in, they're milked here, and then they exit out this alley here, back out to the barn, and then back out to pasture.
So Ross, how long has your family been doing dairying?
My family's been dairying since 1937. And so when we say dairying, that was pretty much a sort of homestead milk cows to begin with. And my grandfather, when he started the farm up, had a few cows, horse, made some strawberries, and broiler chickens to get started. And then they moved into dairying after World War II. And they had a small herd. And the dairy really started to be more economically profitable, and my father added to the herd in the 60s after graduating from the University of Vermont. So we have a farm stand that we sell vegetables and strawberries and some other local baked goods and maple syrup. So So all of those things add value to the business. And then we sell maple syrup from the syrup that we produce on the farm during the springtime. It's a seasonal crop that happens between February and March of every year.
And they remember that probably from the video that we looked at already.
We also have a Airbnb that we use to host guests that actually stay in the farmhouse right at the farm. Enjoy the activities around the farm.
And is it a lifestyle you'd encourage a lot of people to have?
I mean, I think I would encourage somebody that has a tendency towards wanting to be outside all the time, be active, loves animals, likes to problem solve on a regular basis, and enjoys the seasons and all the things that happen on the farm year round.
So what about profitability? Do you think it's a profitable business?
I think that if done well with a real primary focus, then it can be a profitable business. And I think, like any business, I think we've experienced this, it ebbs and flows as far as how markets change and how skill sets change. So we've been doing this for 25 years. We're starting to reevaluate our business and think about how we can be more profitable. We can add value to the experience of the farm. That's what we're actually interested in pursuing right now, is to open the farm up to more guests by serving food at our farmhouse, and also some natural wines that represent some of the wine that's being produced by my brother-in-law in a small vineyard. So we're changing things up, but that's the nature of farming. There's always change.
Yeah, you used to do Christmas trees.
We used to do Christmas trees, yeah.
And used to do more flowers.
Some more flowers.
Yeah. And in the United States, what percentage of us are farmers in general?
I'm going to guess and say 2%.
That's the last I've heard too, is 2.
Yeah.
But I think that number includes everybody that drives trucks and processes to get the food actually to the grocery store.
Doesn't surprise me. So that would mean 98 to 99% of people aren't farmers. So
Right.
maybe 1 out of 100 people are somehow involved in the industry.
And you guys have done a lot of farm tours here over the years.
Yeah.
For kids,
Yeah.
for adults.
So Amanda's going to have the kindergarten group come out again pretty soon.
And you've had a lot of New York City folks come through.
Yeah, different hosted food events, bike tour,
Yep.
all that stuff.
Group here. Thanks. So this is the greenhouse operation that they have, and they have all the plants going, and then they'll bring those out, and they'll end up over here, as Ross was explaining. So that's it. One last shot here so that you can see kind of what the milking parlor looks like from the outside, and the rest of the facilities. You can see the cows on the other side of the road. They're all happy to have crossed the creek, and they're over there and excited about being out in the